Alright, hello everybody, it is I, Granorite, and here we are back with another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Emerald with our Gen 3 type challenge of Steel type, our second and final Steel type team. It's going to be Fortress, Metagross, Magnemite, Scyther, and Jirachi. And that's what we are looking at here. And so as we do with our first episodes, we're going to start by reading some Pokemon biologies and getting our Pokemon up to level 7. We'll start out here with Pineco, who has Sturdy for its ability, rocking Tackle and Protect right now. Medium fast leveling rate Pokemon. Pineco is an insectoid Pokemon encased in a blue-green pine cone-like shell that protects it from bird Pokemon. It has red eyes and no visible limbs, along with a single spike on top of its head, which is supposedly its stem. It makes its shell thicker by gluing tree bark to its body. The glue is made of fluid that Pineco spits out, which hardens when it is exposed to air. Pineco's shell becomes bigger and thicker as more tree bark is accumulated. Older Pineco are very large in size. Unbothered by the added weight of its shell, Pineco patiently hangs from a tree branch in tropical and temperate forest, waiting to prey on flying insects. In Alola, its favorite prey is Cutie Fly. Typically immobile, it will drop to the ground and explode if someone shakes its tree while it is eating. And our Gen 3 Pokedex information, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald all say Pineco hangs from a tree branch and patiently waits for prey to come along. If the Pokemon is disturbed while eating by someone shaking its tree, it drops down to the ground and explodes with no warning. Fire Red says it hangs and waits for flying insect prey to come near. It does not move about much on its own. And Leaf Green says it likes to make its shell thicker by adding layers of tree bark. The additional weight doesn't bother it. And that is our information on Pineco, who will evolve at level 31. We're looking for HP and defense on this Pineco. So we're looking for C-Dots, which we probably won't run into any. But Wurmples is the other thing we're looking for. These Pokemon are being very mean to Pineco. Not letting us run away. Alright, well, let's go heal Pineco. I don't know why they're not letting us run away. It's not very nice. Wurmples. Wurmples. I'm sorry for the pixely images on some of these Pokemon in the tracker, but the, national animated sprites just pulls from the most recent game that they were used in for their animated sprite, and some of these it looks like haven't been used in a while, so they are a little pixely. So not my fault, it's Pokemon's fault for not bringing them back again recently. Where are the Wurmples? We're gonna have to go back and heal. We've taken on one Wurmple. Wonderful. Don't want Ralts. There we go. Already getting a lot of defense though too. Of course, Pineco is supposed to be pretty defensive. No. No. And we find a Wurmple and then we can't hit it. Come on, just level 7. Alright. Another Wurmple here. Excellent. good. The more we can get these level 4 ones, the faster this will go. Well, now even the low tads aren't letting us run away. Excellent. Alright, we'll do Jirachi next. So let's take a look at Jirachi. Has Serene Grace, which promotes the secondary effects of moves. No, it's Confusion and Wish and Rest right now. Jirachi, of course, is a slow leveling rate Pokemon. Jirachi is a small white humanoid Pokemon. It has short stubby legs and comparatively long arms. There are flaps on the underside of its arms which give the impression of long sleeves. On its belly is a curved seam which conceals a third eye known as its true eye. Additionally, Jirachi has a normal pair of ovalish eyes on its face with small blue triangular markings underneath. On its head is a large yellow structure with 3 points extending outward, one from the top and one on either side. On each point is a teal tag known as a wish tag. A rounded extension hangs from either side of the yellow structure, framing Jirachi's face. 2 yellow streamers flow from Jirachi's back, resembling a comet tails. Jirachi hibernates for extended periods, forming a protective crystalline shell as it sleeps. However, it is still capable of fighting while asleep if it is in danger. It awakens for 7 days every 1,000 years, but can also awaken if sung to by a voice of purity. During short periods when it is awake, Jirachi is said to grant wishes. However, as depicted in Jirachi the Wishmaker, Jirachi cannot create an object that is desired from a wish. Instead, it teleports the desired object to a person that made that wish. In the Pokemon Adventures manga, Jirachi's wishes are granted by writing on the teal tags that locate on its head. Due to having only 3 tags, Jirachi can only grant 3 wishes. The anime further reveals that Jirachi's awakening is linked to the Millennium Comet, and that its third eye has the ability to absorb the energy Jirachi needs for hibernation. It is said that Jirachi's own ability to grant wishes also gives it great attack power. Although it is extremely rare, Jirachi can be found in the mountains. Jirachi is the only known Pokemon capable of learning the move Doom Desire. In our Gen 3 Pokedex information, Ruby says, legend states that Jirachi will make sure any wish that is written on the notes attached to its head when it awakens. If this Pokemon senses danger, it will fight without awakening. Sapphire says Jirachi will awaken from its sleep of 1,000 years if you sing to it in a voice of purity. It is said to make true any wish that people desire. Emerald says Jirachi is said to make wishes come true. While it sleeps, a tough crystalline shell envelops the body to protect it from enemies. And Fire Red and Leaf Green both say it is said to make any wish come true. It is awake for only 7 days out of 1,000 years. Slow leveling rate Pokemon. We're looking for Lotads and Ralts for Jirachi. Of course, now we get all the Wurmples that we couldn't get for Pineco. And here's a Ralts. We're actually going to already switch in Magnemite, so because special attack is something that's hard to get, and so we want Magnemite to leech on that as well. Stop that. It always seems that these slow leveling rate Pokemon always level up really fast at the beginning, and then it just really drops off. Oh, and there's a Seedot. Can't find any Ralts or Lotads, but we can find a 1% C-Dot. And, you know, we had Pineco out. We were getting Lotads left and right. So this game seems to know, like, what we want. And just will keep it back and send out everything that we don't want. I mean, this is ridiculous. Because we were seeing tons of Lotads when we had Pineco out. Oh well. We'll get through this. There's a second C-Dot. This game is something else. Again, I'm gonna get Magnemite in on this. One more Lotad. Come on. Or Ralts. Thank you. Alright, we got Scyther next. Has Swarm, ups bug moves, and a pinch. Currently rocking Quick Attack and Leer. So Scyther is a medium-fast leveling rate Pokemon. Scyther is a bipedal insectoid Pokemon. Its body is primarily green and has a skin cream-colored section between its head, thorax, and abdomen. Female Scyther have larger abdomens than male Scythers. Its reptilian head has 2 narrow triangular eyes and 3 blunt horns extending from its forehead. Its arms end in large white sais, which it uses for both hunting and fighting. 2 pairs of cream-colored wings extend from its back. While these wings do allow Scyther to fly, it rarely does so. Scyther's thighs have large upward-pointing spikes. Its feet are tall, rounded, and conical, almost extending to its thighs. In each foot ends in 3 small white claws on its front side. Scyther is an adept hunter that tears at its prey with its size. Thanks to its green coloration, it can camouflage itself well in the grasslands and forests where it lives. Humans rarely encounter wild Scyther in these areas, however. Said to be like a ninja, Scyther can move so quickly that it cannot be followed, increasing the effectiveness of its size. It maintains the sharpness of its blades through battle, as well as by cutting through hard objects, such as trees. It can cut down a massive tree with just a single slice, although it cannot penetrate Tarantula's elastic threads. The anime has shown that wild Scyther forms swarms with a single leader chosen through combat. When a challenger successfully defeats the current leader and replaces it, the defeated leader is exiled from the swarm. It has also been shown that Scyther becomes aggressive when faced with the color red. In our Gen 3 Pokedex information, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald all say Scyther is blindingly fast. Its blazing speed enhances the effectiveness of its twin sais on its forearms. This Pokemon's sais are so effective that it can slice through thick logs with one wicked stroke. Fire Red says it tears and shreds prey with its wickedly sharp sais. It rarely spreads its wings to fly. And Leaf Green says with ninja-like agility and speed, it can create the illusion that there is more than one. And that is our information on Scyther, who wants attack and speed. So we want Poochyenas and Zigzagoons, which are the most common around here. So that shouldn't be an issue for Scyther to get. And it will evolve at level 30 into Scizor, due to the impossible evolutions being enabled through the randomizer edit. Oh, we got focus energy. Now look at all these Lotads. This is ridiculous. And as you probably have seen, all of our Pokemon do have Pokerus. I put that on just to speed up our EV training still again. So if that bothers you, sorry. It doesn't bother me because Heavy training was going all the way to the Elite Four with our teams, and so we've just negated that. Now it maxes out somewhere around Winona usually. Alright, there's 7 for Scyther. And now we'll pop up Magnemite, who we've seen a couple times already, has Sturdy for an ability, and it currently knows Tackle and Metal Sound. So Magnemite is another medium fast leveling rate Pokemon. Magnemite is a seemingly robotic Pokemon that has a gray spherical metal body with blue and red tipped horseshoe magnets on each side of a single large eye. It has 3 Phillips head screws on its body, 2 near the bottom of its body and 1 on top of its head that looks similar to an antenna. The 2 bottom screws serve no noticeable purpose, although they may be its feet, as the Pokedex identifies a footprint similar to that of a screw's head. Even though Magnemite and its evolved forms are mechanical creatures, the anime has shown that it has emotions and a way of reproducing. It has even exhibited the need to eat, although its main form of nutrients is electrical currents. It is commonly found in locations such as power plants or caves with a strong magnetic field. Due to its modern artificial appearance, Magnemite has been depicted in carvings discovered at the ruins of Alf. It has also been present in AZ's retelling of the Kalos War, indicating it has existed for at least 3,000 years. The magnetic units on Magnemite's body generate an electromagnetic field that allows it to defy gravity and can potentially disrupt electrical equipment. The units generate strong magnetic fields the faster they rotate. Magnemite is not known to be unnecessarily aggressive, but they may approach trainers with little notice. If a wild Magnemite is approached, it may simply flee on rare occasions, as Magnemite does not care for interaction. However, if attacked, it will retaliate with non-damaging moves. In the care of a trainer, it can be a devoted fighter. However, it has demonstrated that it may be deterred unless a strong bond is formed with its trainer. Should it run out of electricity, Magnemite will fall to the ground. Usually, batteries can help recharge it in order for Magnemite to start moving again. Magnemite can be attracted with anything emitting electricity or a magnetic field, including gadgets such as a Poketech. It has even been shown to be attracted to electric Pokemon producing such fields. With the modern electrical lines buried underground, Magnemite attacks on power plants have increased. To prevent power outages, these power plants have deliberately sent out signals Magnemites cannot stand to ward them off. As mentioned in Pokemon Sleep, Magnemite is known to sleep airborne by generating electromagnetic waves from its side magnets. There are rare occasions where, while Magnemite sleeps and muddles to the direction of its waves, it will loop in the air while sleeping. In our Gen 3 Pokedex information, Ruby says Magnemite attaches itself to power lines to feed on electricity. If your house has a power outage, check your circuit breakers. You may find a large number of this Pokemon clinging to the breaker box. Sapphire says Magnemite floats in the air by emitting electromagnetic waves from its units at its sides. These waves block gravity. This Pokemon becomes incapable of flight if its internal electricity supply is depleted. Emerald says the units at its side are extremely powerful magnets. They generate enough magnets to draw in an iron object from over 300 feet away. Fire Red says it moves while constantly hovering. It discharges Thunder Wave and so on from its units at its sides. It uses anti-gravity to stay suspended. Oh, this is Leaf Green. It uses anti-gravity to stay suspended. Appears without warning and uses Thunder Wave and similar moves. That is our information on Magnemite, who wants the same as Jirachi, special attack and special defense. So we're looking for Ralts and Lotads. There's a Lotad. And it learned Thunder Shock. Excellent. You can stop using Tackle. So let's swap that up. Alright, and I'm gonna get Jirachi in on this to get it some more special attack. Alright, and last but not least, before we have head on, we have Beldum. Beldum has Clear Body, which prevents ability reduction, and it currently knows Takedown, and that's all it's going to know until it evolves. It is a slow leveling rate Pokemon. Beldum is a robotic Pokemon that has a long body with a set of claws sticking out of its rear end. It has one large red eye in the center of its nearly spherical head, which is set into a ball and socket joint at its front end. A short chest protects its body and extends over its head. A short crest, I'm sorry. Even though Beldum is mechanical, it still has emotions, the need to eat, and a way of reproducing. Beldum's body lacks blood and is instead made of cells that are all magnets. It uses magnetism to move, communicate, and control its attacks. Beldum sometimes gathers in swarms, communicating with each other telepathically and magnetically, and moving in sync. When enraged, it can cause nearby machines to break from its strong magnetism. Beldum is also used in can also use its magnetic force to rapidly pull in enemies, and then uses its sharp claws to harm them. Beldum is scarce in the wild, but it does tend to inhabit areas with rugged terrain. It anchors itself to cliffs using its hooks when it sleeps. It will evolve into Metagross or Metang at level 20, and then Metagross at level 45. Magneton, I forgot to say, will evolve at like level 30 something. So our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Beldum. Ruby says, instead of blood, a powerful magnetic force courses through Beldum's body. This Pokemon communicates with others by sending controlled pulses of magnetism. Sapphire says Beldum keeps itself floating by generating a magnetic force that repels Earth's natural magnetism. When it sleeps, this Pokemon anchors itself to a cliff using the hooks on its rear. Emerald says when Beldum gather in a swarm, they move in perfect unison as if they were but one Pokemon. They communicate with each other using brain waves. And Fire Red and Leaf Green both say it uses magnetic waves to converse with its kind. All the cells in its body are magnetic. And that is our information on Beldum, who wants attack and defense. So Poochyenas and Seedots. And with it only knowing Takedown, we're going to take some damage. Some recoil. Oh, a Seedot. Well, that's a rare find, and that's actually something we wanted. Alright, let's go heal. We have to keep an eye on our health with Takedown being our only attack. Come on, Poochyenas. Oh, stupid Zigzagoons not letting us run away. What's up with that? Go heal again. One more. right. We are now ready to head on and fight some trainers and make our way to Rustboro. So we'll keep Beldum up for the first fight. And take down this Poochyena. Now for this team, I don't think we're going to have any issues. Our biggest hurdle is going to be Flannery. By the time we get to the end of the game, we're going to have like 2 sweepers on this team. Swap up Pineco for this next fight. So we only have one Pokemon on this team that's winning HP, and that's Pineco. And one Pokemon on this team that's winning Speed, and that's Scyther. Now, of course, we will get EVs on our Pokemon that we are not desirable, but like I said, like I usually do, if we can control it here at the beginning, we will. Alright, let's swap Scyther up for this next fight. I have my running shoes. Why am I not running? Alright, Scyther should still have no issues taking out this Talo. So even if we get packed, it's just gonna make it mad! Pick up the Oran Berries and the Pecha Berries. We have a couple Pokemon that can get poisoned as of right now, so we want to keep that in mind. But later, once everybody's evolved in the Steel type, poison won't be a problem for us. We have a Shroomish here. We're gonna see if Pineco can take it out. We'll probably get hit with the Effect Spore, I would think. Or maybe not. Pineco just doesn't care. Alright, so let's heal up here. And then we'll get this thing with our dad done. And Wally. Then we gotta talk to Scott. Okay. Good. Now for C-Dot here, we're going to send out Pineco. This Pineco can dodge, bide, with Protect. It's just gonna keep growing anyways. Not that that's gonna help it at all. Alright, well there's the bide. It's gonna keep storing energy. And down it goes. And we learned self-destruct. Wonderful. We got a guy with a Scyther here, and then we have the woman with the Zigzagoon. There's a heart scale down here, right? Alright. We want that later so that we can teach Metal Claw to Scizor. Otherwise, we don't have a way to get it a steel attack. Good deal. Alright, let's swap up Pineco for this guy with all the Wurmples. Alright, we strap in as our Bagworm beats up on these Wurmples. Alright. Excellent. Alright, we're gonna let Beldum beat up on this Poochyena that comes next. We'll talk to the guy with the Shroomish. Level 9. Not a worry though for Beldum. Good critical hit though. Nice. One more should do it. Almost leveled it up. Alright, we're gonna get Magnemite and Jirachi in on this fight against the Ninkadas because we want to get them a couple defense EVs because we're going to use them in the double battle together. That'll pop them up to an even 4. We're going to tackle it. And there we go, we're just gonna keep tackling it down. We might just switch here and send out Jirachi, and that'll get us the 2. And then we can use one of the ones we actually want to get defense on for the other one. Good deal. Alright, so let's snap Beldum against this other one. Good critical hit. Alright. Scyther goes back up for the other rich kid with the Zigzagoon coming up. We want to get Bullet Seed, I guess. Something to sell. I don't think anybody can learn it. No. As expected. Quick attack. Nice. We'll swap Magnemite up to start this next fight. Now, might as well, while I'm in here, swap up Jirachi to do the double battle with it. Good deal. And then for the Shroomish, we're gonna go see if Pineco could take on this one as well. We missed our tackle. Good deal. Absorb is not dangerous for us. It's really the effect spores that's the most dangerous thing that can happen to us in this fight. We must see Speed Tide with our 8 speed. Well, it's 1 every speed tie except the 1 time we went first. Yay, we got another attack off first. Good deal. And we're asleep. That's fine. We took it out before we fell asleep. That's all that matters. Alright, first double battle. Let's take out the Lotad. See not use Harden. Alright, we don't care. Blow it up, boys! Good deal. And then we'll let Scyther beat up on these Magikarps to get just a bit more speed. And we're just gonna speed through this. It's 3 Magikarps. Cherry berries and Lepa berries. Pick up this X item. We'll sell a couple things. I need to throw away the rest of those Master Balls, don't I? Let's heal up. Let's get rid of those Master Balls before I forget. Grab Cut. And we'll go ahead and teach that to Mew. Alright. This is where we'll end our episode for today. We do hope you all enjoyed. We'll be back tomorrow with more Pokemon. Until then, we'll see you next time.